Now, Canada Prime Minister Mark Carney has said that U.S. President Donald Trump must stop making disrespectful comments about Canada before the two countries can start serious talks about future ties.
Trump, who is promising potentially crippling tariffs against imports from Canada, frequently muses about making Canada the 51st U.S. state. Carney spoke in London after meeting British and French leaders on his first overseas visit amid tensions with the U.S.
Look, we can stand up for ourselves. It's Canada strong. We can stand up for ourselves. We've called out those comments. They're disrespectful. They're not helpful. And they need to stop before, and they will have to stop before we sit down and have a conversation about our broader partnership with the United States.
Carney's remarks are his toughest yet on Trump since launching his political career in January. Now, the Canadian leader said Ottawa wanted a more comprehensive discussion and negotiation of the two neighbors' overall commercial and security relationship. Canada has retaliated with tariffs against tens of billions of dollars worth of U.S. imports. Canada's Prime Minister said Ottawa would only take action it thought could affect U.S. behavior.
There is a limit, given the relative size of our economies, the extent to which we should match U.S. tariffs. Right now, what the government has proposed, and with the 150 billion odd identified products, are products that have, as I said earlier, maximum impact in the United States and limited, but not zero, it's limited impact in Canada that we can affect. And my government's commitment is that we will use all of the revenues from those tariffs to support Canadian workers that are affected by the U.S. trade actions.
UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and the Canadian Prime Minister met at 10 Downing Street, and this was following talks with Starmer in London. Carney told journalists his country must diversify its trade and security ties. Carney warned his country must reduce its reliance on the US and would turn towards its reliable European allies instead on his first trip abroad. This is the statement that he's made. Underlining their shared values and shared king, Starmer thanked Carney for his approach to Ukraine 2 days after the Canadian leader took part in a video conference on shoring up support for Kiev, hosted by his UK counterpart.
Britain's King Charles, who is also head of state in Canada, earlier welcomed Carney for talks at Buckingham Palace.
Prime Minister of Canada, Your Majesty. I'm not of that rank. Anyway.
Carney travelled to the British capital after meeting France's President Macron at the Élysée Palace in Paris.